All right, I'm late. Sorry about that. We had a house full, loud. They get louder every year. Wait a few minutes, see if somebody comes in. Hey, Nick, Merry Christmas to you and yours. Yeah, it was. I talked to him a few days ago, and I just happened to catch it where he was going live. That's pretty cool. Hey, Rusty, y'all cold over there? Clarence, Merry Christmas. Good deal, Nick. I'm glad they are. Good. I took some video of when all the kids were here, and then when they opening all their presents and everything. That was pretty funny. That'll be a video in a couple of days. Merry Christmas, Sarge. It was total controlled chaos around here for the last few hours. Well, since about about 2 o'clock today, they all got here. Merry Christmas, Blake. Yeah, I know. I heard that, Rusty. I dripped my water on my pipes tonight. Well, I got a valve up here at the house that I shut off that goes out to the shop and all out there. Shut that valve off, and then I open it up out there and let it drain. So everything else is dripping out in the yard. So maybe not. Might be able to scoop up some mullet. What's tomorrow? Friday, Saturday morning. There should be some mullet floating around somewhere. Right around Blackwater in the mouth, or even Yellow River somewhere. If I didn't have a massive leak in my boat, I might try it. Hey, SARS, did you get to did you FaceTime with the kids? Or did you do that on Christmas Day? Yeah, I hear that's about what it's going to be tomorrow night, from what I understand. Well, it'll probably be colder than that here. It's always a few degrees colder here than what the news calls for. That'd be cool, Clarence. If that front hadn't moved through as fast as no, it rained all day, but if it would rain as cold as it is right now, we'd get some flurries like we get sometimes. Merry Christmas, Miss Emily. I love you too. Thank you for my new slippers. They're on my feet right now. Hey, Kaleidoscope. Merry Christmas to y'all. Believe it or not, Rusty, I have been on the river on a night colder than this. Well, several nights. We used to go when it get like this, really, really cold. We'd go find the lights around Blackwater Bay there. Really load up on catch a limit on stripers and speckled trout real quick. Reaper. Merry Christmas, Justin, and to your family. I know y'all cold up there. Merry Christmas, Gary. Hey, Joey. I just said thank you for that Hickory Farm box. I might eat some of that in a little while. Merry Christmas, Anthony. I hadn't hunted in the snow in years and years and years since I lived in Colorado and I was stationed out there. One good thing about that, if you shoot one and he runs off a little ways, you can sure enough follow a bud trail pretty easy. Everybody say hello and Merry Christmas to Mama. Here she comes.
Hello. Merry Christmas.
Granny got put through the ringer today.
Granny tired. But we had good time. Lots of fun. So it was a good tired.
Emily and Joey both watching this too.
Oh, are they watching?
Yeah.
Hi. In the next room. No.
There she is.
I'm on a live stream. Oh, my phone's going to.
You can't tell she belongs to us, can you?
That's
Just a little bit.
That's the baby.
yeah. For y'all that hadn't seen her, that's the baby girl that just had the baby not long ago.
This is Ezra's mama. Well, you
Yeah.
got fuzzies in your hair.
Oh, thanks, Mama. Okay, I'll stop interrupting you.
Bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Who did I miss?
Had to find my phone. Bye bye again.
Oh, okay. Steve, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Anthony. Yeah, Rusty, we'd never seen anything but that little dust that we get here every now and again until I left for the Army. And that first big snowstorm we had in Colorado we just stood there like, look at this. Had to learn how to shovel snow. I'd never seen anything like that in my life. Good deal, Clarence. All 5 of mine were here this afternoon. The 2 boys, well, the baby, he ain't big enough yet, but the boys, you talk about some roughhousing youngsters. I mean, them boys they've got some energy. Excuse me. Yeah, let's see. What am I going to do tomorrow? Probably nothing. Maybe sleep late, sit around a little bit. I did get some more propane to run the heater in the shop if I decide to go out there and warm it up really quick. I'll tell her, y'all, she's already went back in the other room. So what'd y'all do? Anybody open presents and eat and all that kind of stuff? We had our usual Christmas feast, ham, turkey. What else was it? Macaroni salad, all the meat, all the regular old stuff. Excuse me. That kaleidoscope, I am monetized. Oh, you mean on here? I don't know how to do that. Well, that sounds good, Rusty. Excuse me. I hadn't had any. I got a couple more little pieces in the freezer. I think I got a back strap and I got a whole ham still left in the freezer. But I hadn't hunted in 2 years. I don't think I will this year either. Not around here. If you follow the which group is that? Blackwater Sportsman Group. If you follow that, I think you do follow that. Well, I think I seen Kimberly on there. Some guy was belly aching today because somebody drove a truck past him. Now there's so many people in Blackwater, and I'm sure whatever that tree he was sitting in wasn't his property. So if there's a road there, you can drive down the road, right? Excuse me. Let me look at something. Maybe if I get bumped off, I'll come right back. They're all gone now, Rusty. I mean, Kaleidoscope. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I know what it is. Oh, well, we'll learn how to do that sometime. Don't look at all these. Hang on, maybe I won't click us off of here. No, that didn't do it. Dixie, how could I forget that? Being as I live in the land of Dixie. Oh. Maybe we'll do that next time. Let's see, how'd I get off of there? Y'all still with me? Hey, Tony Redneck Pepper. Merry Christmas to y'all. Oh, well, now I can't get rid of my emoji. Sorry, I'll just leave it there. See, what's this button do? Oh, oops. I didn't want to do that. There we go. Now I'm back. That's one thing about getting good knives, KJ. They seem to walk off, don't they? I can't even carry one. I carry one for a few weeks and get out and about, and somebody will get talking to somebody and they'll want it, and I'll sell it right off my belt, and then I won't have one for a while. Maybe I'll do that before I get cranked back up next year. I'll make me another one or two. Merry Christmas, Craig. Good to see you. Let's see, there's a bunch of y'all in here. Got a question for y'all. Anybody want to see anything different on videos? I know I put up a lot of knife stuff, and I'm just getting into the tool restoration thing. And I've got that video with the slip joint pliers and all. It's ready, but I made the video, and I'm still not used to that new editing program. And there's 2 or 3 clips in there from a beach fishing cart that I made. I don't know how they got in there, so I got to go back and redo all that. More fishing, Rusty. Yep, I'm gonna try my best to do some. Every time I do, something happens. I got to get this boat fixed again. The motor and all straightened out finally. Motor fine, trolling motor's fine. My new electronics that who sent me those? Ruben sent me those. My new fish finder. That's all. Everything works fine. So now I got to find that leak and get it patched. Dwayne, Merry Christmas. Yeah. Dwayne's trying to get me in trouble. Hey, Daryl. Yeah, the garden didn't do this year. It burned up on me. We run into another drought, couple months of drought, and it got so hot that I was not able to get out there and do nothing with it. So we didn't get almost nothing. Now the kids picked a 5-gallon bucket of peas, purple hull peas, and that was about all we got out of it. I don't know if I'm even gonna try it this coming year or not. Because in the spring when it's not so hot, it's not so hard on me out there working on it. But as it gets hotter and hotter, I can't keep up with it, and I can't keep enough water on it without having $100 water bill. So I don't know. I may plant again this coming, but I may not. I may just do the raised beds or something with some plants. I know, Dwayne. Let's see. I'm still looking at this thing here. Hey, cousin Charles, Merry Christmas. We need to get together in the next month or two and get our family tree compared. Because I'm almost sure we're kin. Same last family name as my mother, same general area. We need to make a point and do that one day. Just to see. Because I don't know anybody down that way anymore. I remember names of the old folks, but all the young people, I don't know who this. Same on my dad's side of the family. Because all the old folks are gone now. Well, we're the old folks now. But I know just a very, very few cousins on my dad's side of the family. And I've only seen one of those in years. So. Well, I ran into one of my uncles the other day. He's married to my aunt, was for years and years, and they finally divorced. Well, I still call him uncle. I thought he had passed away. It shocked me when I saw him. He's doing good. Oh, very cool, Craig. Yeah, I enjoy seeing that. That's a good idea, KJ. Yeah, thank you. I'm really trying to get the shop organized good so I can work easier next year. If I can get one of them still long enough, I'm going to do that. That'll be good. I don't know, Daryl. He was supposed to have been here about a month back, and I haven't heard from him. He said he had some more of those famous type people to fish with. Excuse me, and he had to take care of some of that, and I have no idea. I won't hear from him for months, and all of a sudden he'll send me a message. So I'll just wait till he ain't busy. Charles, my grandfather's name was Olin, Olin, and he was the youngest of 5 brothers. I do know that. Yeah, I saw part of that one too, Daryl. I didn't see all of it, but him and the old fisherman was fishing. How'd you like to have that bass boat? I would love that thing. That thing's nice. That old fisherman's got. Cousin Jay. Yes, sir. I'm just as alive as I can be. Merry Christmas to you, to Miss April. Uh, Jaden, Dakota, Justin. Is that yeah? Justin, that's your son, right? Anybody else that might be up that way. Merry Christmas to everybody. We really enjoyed that trip up there. And we coming back one day. Yeah, Clarence, it was good to see John. I talked to him on the phone probably about every 3 weeks or so, 2 or 3 weeks. We'll either talk on the phone or either send a text back and forth. So you okay, how you doing, all this. He stays running pretty much too busy working, catching bait. Yeah, buzz the end. I told him since he retired from YouTube, I was going to steal that from him. He didn't say nothing. He just laughed at me. Hey, Mac9. Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, Mac, I have another friend that lives on Gunnersville too that's invited me up there. And I really want to fish there. I've never fished there before, so I'll hook up with one of them probably. I'm gonna try this summer maybe, or this spring, or sometime or another. As bad as this year's been, we don't know what next year is going to hold. Merry Christmas, Justin, and to your family. Yeah, I've never been. Excuse me. I've never been to his house, but I've been to that town, to Geraldine. Excuse me. Well, actually, I got two friends that live real close to Gunnersville. One lives right on Gunnersville. Another one lives in what's that? Crossville, right close to Albertville and Geraldine. And he canoe fishes a lot. He's been trying to get me to come go with him too. Yeah, the trout are there, and the colder it gets, the better they'll be there. All right, I'll do that. I'll do that, cousin Jay, if she'll let me get close to her. But yeah, we were talking about y'all a couple days back. About how much we wanted to come back. Oh, I'm sorry, Clarence. I'm talking about John. Yeah, I've been to John's place twice. I think twice I've been up there. We fished at see where did we fish? We fished at Green Up Dam. And where else? Somewhere else, I forget. Yeah, I like that area up there where John lives too. I really love them hills and the mountains and deer wandering all through people's yards, and that's pretty cool. Excuse me. We don't have that anymore here. All these people have moved in. Merry Christmas, Matthew. Yeah, it's funny up there too, Clarence. We went driving around looking for something or doing something one day, and we were in Ohio, West Virginia, and Kentucky, all three with less than 30 minutes. Just made that circle. That's pretty neat. Excuse me. Yeah, the second trip up there, me and Master Sergeant went, and that was fun. It is, Justin. It's bolted down right where I bolted it, and it's still right there. I still hadn't wired the brake light in, and I hadn't put my new little power port back there. I've got the little power port. I got me another one, just like the one that's in my boat with the LED thing and the lighter plug. I just hadn't wired that up yet, and I need to wash it again. Yeah, KJ, I actually watched one of those videos a few weeks back. Well, good deal, Jay. I hope y'all get one or two or three. I don't know. I'm not going to say I will come next year, because every time I say I will do something that far out in advance, you know how, like this year, something happens and just can't get there. Excuse me. If I come during bow season, I'll bring my crossbow. Or rifle season, I'll bring my rifle. But you ain't got but one or two rifles, do you? Or I can bring my compound. I'm more comfortable with my crossbow. Got the old shoulder's not as good as it used to be. No, Clarence, I tell you now, this is the truth. The first trip up there, me and my wife went, I put on a white grub, striper fish with. I took my rod, and before I do any casting anywhere, especially when it's cold, I'll just drop my line straight in the water. Get it wet a little bit, bring it back up. I dropped it straight over by that seawall, or by the wall there. Got it figured up, put a little bit of tension on it. Sauger. Pretty good sauger. Very first drop in the water up there. That was pretty neat too. Excuse me. Yeah, I bring mine, Jay. I guess it'll still shoot. I don't know. I hadn't shot it in 3 years, I think. On my rifle, anyway. I can't find my wrist rocket. Have you seen the little attachment you put on there and shoot arrows with? I had a couple of those. I gave one I had a good one from the Pathfinder school that actually won. I gave that to a friend of mine. Yeah, we did good up there, Clarence. I caught several of them big old stripers. It's a good time. Hey, Russell, Merry Christmas. Just fishing around that dam just makes me nervous. I'm scared of dams. I don't know why. I've never been around them, I guess. But Hey, Justin, I don't know about the garden next year. I'm not sure. No, we didn't do well at all. It come up a drought, and we couldn't keep enough water on it, and it got so hot that it gets I can't handle extreme heat or cold. It's cold don't bother me as bad as the heat. But I would rather deal with the heat than I had the cold, if that makes any sense. But, excuse me. That's exactly right, Charles. Josiah, or Josaurus, where they called him. He owned a big section, or a section, or two sections, or something, or what is now Eglin. That was his name. Now, I never met him. He died way before I was born. Well, I don't know about way before, but I don't remember him at all. Yeah, that's right, KJ. That's why you rarely see me wearing long sleeves, because I cannot stand sleeves on my arms. I mean, if it's really cold, I will, but or a jacket. Jacket don't bother me too bad. Mostly I wear unless I'm out in the wind or something, which I don't like being in the wind because I get sick too easy. But usually I just wear a little hoodie. Yes, getting old ain't for sissies, is it? All right, Clarence, good to see you. Merry Christmas to you and your wife and your son. Charles, I had one or two pictures of him at one time, but back in '96, I reference this a lot. Some of y'all know what it is. When the tornado hit our house, lost everything we had, and a lot of pictures, family pictures, we lost. And I've got some of my great grandfather, my grandmother's dad. He died the year after I was born. We've got a couple of him, but hang on, let me push this button and see what happens. Y'all still with me? Oh, okay, hang on. All right, KJ, I think I did it. I don't know. Anyway, we'll look into that. Sort of feel bad about that. Mr. Stedhomer, sir, Merry Christmas to you and to Mrs. Stedhomer. Jay, I'm usually in bed by now. But I got all hyped up when the kids were here and I've been drinking coffee, so I'll be up a while. Good night and Merry Christmas. Tell Miss April we said Merry Christmas. We love you guys. And that big, he's probably 12 pounds, but now that big bass in the pond, you leave him alone. That's mine. That's that one I hooked when I was there before. And you said he was that big, and I said he was that big. Anyway. Oh, one more thing, Charles. Down on what's Eglin now? Master Sergeant knows Eglin real well, and we about figured out the old home places in one of the closed areas. Excuse me. But my grandfather took me there when I was probably 15 or 16. Excuse me. And there was a big sign, one of them big signs that they put up with his name on it, said the home place and the dates and all that. Excuse me. I talk to people over at Jackson Garden, they don't know what I'm talking about. So. But I'm pretty sure it's not closed there. I'd love to go back there. We had ours tonight. Stay at Homer, we sure did. We had a good time. Kids got more toys and they get more every year, more than I've ever seen. I got some nice goodies too. Mama got some nice goodies. Tomorrow will be a rest day for us, I think. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Charles, great grandfather was actually from Alaqua, I believe. Alaqua, Florida. That's right close to Freeport, Keeniac, all up in there. That's where, after they left Eglin, they moved to a place on Alaqua on the creek, on one of the creeks, I think. Because what little bit my grandfather told me about that side of the family was, Lord, most of it was years and years ago. Because Papa's been gone for 30 years. Well, Amy, my daughter Amy, she was in diapers when he died. Excuse me. She's 30 something. No, maybe she's a little bigger than that. No, it was the year Joey was born. Joey was born in 90. So he's been gone a long time. Well, Stead Homer, you're going to have to bring out the beast. Push that snow around. Well, no, you might have to drag old Yeller out of retirement. Have you cut anything on that saw yet? Besides the test cuts. I like that thing. That's nice. Let's see. Master Sergeant, you still there? Well, good deal, Stead Homer. What Mama says, Mama gets, right? Yeah, I've never used one like that. The sliders, I've never used one like that. Mine's a 10-inch, just regular 10-inch. Might be time to upgrade one of these days. But it's excuse me, mine's old. Mine's at least 15 years old, but still works good. So. Russell, in my opinion, the best steel for holding the edge is Damascus, Alabama Damascus, or maybe a 1095, 1085, 1095 steel. But for just like a meat knife, skinning knife, I prefer Damascus. It's working real good, Justin. It hadn't given me any trouble at all. The only thing I don't like about it is a little bit short, a little bit small. That's all.
Broken candy cane.
Thank you. I got you candy cane. But yeah, I'm real happy with it, Justin. I would like to have a bigger one, but longer. The longer the 3-burner one. Yeah, I don't use my radial arm very much. And once in a while I'll use it. But where I've got it, it's right dead in my way of something else I want to do. So I'm going to have to move. That's the back corner of the shop I need to move around. All right, KJ. Glad you stopped by. Good talking with you. Merry Christmas to all y'all, too. Somebody keeps sending me messages on my phone. Who is that? Hang on, let's see who that is. Okay, that's the family chat channel. They're chatting back and forth. Let's see. I've seen something else. Oh, well. See, I think I saw Ryan's name pop up somewhere on the phone. Ryan's driving. So that's why he's not here probably. But. Good night. Night, KJ. Little emoji hand signs. I don't know where to find all this stuff. Well, see, anybody else got anything you want to talk about? If not, we've been on 44 minutes. I might go from this chair back over to that chair, put my feet back up. That's an idea, Justin. You mentioned that. I need to go back. I might do that next week if I go back and review some of the stuff that I've done. And I'm gonna do a end of year video. And I might update everybody on the forge and a couple other things that I've done. Excuse me. There I go with the cough again. Stay at homer. We want to. We're if we can swing it, we got 2 destinations in Ohio. But you know where one of them is your house. I would like to go by and see John. I'd like to go up and see you, or several people in Ohio I would like to go see. And I've got to get to Illinois, see cousin Jay. I get to North Alabama, Gunnersville, and see a couple of friends up there. And I can make that trip, I think, pretty easy. It's not about 6 hours. It's not that big, not that bad of a trip. And my buddy Pat sent me a big box of stuff, jerky and stuff, a couple days ago. If I don't get to Nebraska, he's gonna come down here and get me, and he's a right big feller. Okay, just a minute. I'll look at that, Charles. Merry Christmas, Tom. Merry Christmas. Good to see you. Southern California. There's a lot of good people in California. It gets a bad rap, I think, sometimes, but there's lots of good folks out there. My wife's aunt has lived out there for years and years and years. Well, yeah, we're planning stay at homer, but I don't know if they'll come to be or not. Just depends on what happens next year. Merry Christmas, Roger. Well, you're more than welcome. I'll keep on doing them as long as y'all keep on watching them. That's right, still Homer. It is. It's our turn. Y'all came to see us, so we got to come see y'all. Let's see. That's him. On the right, that's my grandfather. I've seen that picture before. My mother had that picture. Let's see. Make it bigger on my phone. And that is where where my mother was born and raised, on Booby Street in Pensacola. And that thing hanging there, that's the well, you can't see it. Everybody else can't see it. That was a skinning rack where they killed their hogs every year, and that's where they skinned the hogs right there. Thank you. I'll send this to my son, little Ricky Jr., and get him to print me one of those. He's got one of those photo things that even sharpens it up some. Very cool, very cool. Thank you. They were big guys. My papa was, I think, 6'5" or 6'6". He was a big man. It looks like his daddy was as big as he was. So. Very cool. I wonder how they get all that stuff. All right, well, thank you, Justin. I'm glad you enjoyed that. The next step on the boat project that never ends is going to be the patch job. If I could afford it and wanted to go in debt, I would just throw my hands up with that thing and go down to Bass Pro and get me one. But now I'm going to give this one a little more work. Went this far with it, might as well try to go all the way. Well, hello, Miss Victoria. Merry Christmas to you. Most challenging knife I've built. Let me see. Let me think about that a minute. I'm thinking about it. Hang on. She's doing fine, Miss Vicky. She sure is. She got in here on the camera with me a minute ago. She's doing fine. She's tired right now. Grandkids are here half the day. Running, jumping, hollering, screaming, eating, and playing. I think, Tom, and I didn't even make a video about it, I don't think. I might have. Yeah, I think I did the finish of it. I made you seen that movie, The Book of Eli? The Book of Eli's Sword, Machete? I did one of those a couple years back. And that was really, really a challenge because it's so long. Try to keep it straight. And you got to drill holes in it. And the handle wrap was a little irritating. Three different colors of leather. That was a pretty tough one. But I did it with the first piece of steel at least. So I didn't. It just took me a long time. The big knives like that are the harder for me because I don't have the big long forge yet. But, I will. Watch this. Hey, Mama. Hey, old woman. I'm glad she didn't hear that. Well, we having fun anyway. Yeah, if you want to. I told her she's gonna come tell you hi. Her brother still heard she was in there talking with him. And after I saw Mr. Stedhomer's Christmas presents,
Hello, Miss Vicky.
there she is.
Merry Christmas. I hope y'all are having a good one.
I told her you were frazzled from chasing kids.
Yeah, trying to do the last of the little Christmas thingies that we got to get done. You know, Santa's little elves. We got to do the stockings.
I told him that he showed his new toys he got the other day that she bought him, and I said, I'm up for adoption, you know.
Hey, you got a haircut, so you know that's what you got.
Yeah,
for
I'm gonna
Christmas.
cut my hair this morning. How about that? On Christmas Eve, she cut my hair.
He was getting a little scraggly there.
It was getting out of hand. Then she made me shave.
Aw, but don't he look so pretty?
See, she just answered you right there.
Well, thank you very much. Who's all got snow? I was just reading on my phone, and some of them in Alabama's got snow. Who else has got snow?
Yeah, Vicky and them, they got snow. Snowing out of Virginia. A lot of people's dropped off already.
Yeah, we got the
Oh, look at
we
this.
got the cold weather.
Charles, my friend Charles on here. He's we think we're cousins. Pretty sure we are. He found online.
Oh, Howell.
Yeah, he's a Howell. You know who that is, don't you?
You got that picture?
I don't have this one. That's Pawpaw,
Yeah.
and that's great grandfather. That's his daddy. I've got one of Pawpaw and Granddaddy Brandon.
Oh, that's right over there.
Yeah, that's I've seen this picture. Mama had this picture, but then I think we might have had one of them, but it was lost in the tornado.
That might have been what it was. That might have
That's,
been what it was.
Josiah, or Josiah, Josiah,
Mm-hmm.
my great grandfather. That's him.
Oh my
The
goodness.
picture that's hanging right up there. We just talking. What's on we having fun? The picture that's hanging up there with the two big hogs hanging on the pole.
Yes.
That's where that picture was taken at.
Oh,
Right
okay.
there on Booby
Because that's
Street,
what I was going to say.
At
It
the old
looks.
place on Booby Street.
Oh yeah, I thought we had seen one like that. Well, y'all could be again then.
No, you probably are.
That's cool.
But yeah, that's before it was town. It was like it is out here. Well, like when we moved here, it was just open land.
And you kind of do
But
what you want to
it's
do.
yeah, well back in them days, everybody butchered in the backyards anyway, for the
Mhm.
most part. But that thing it stayed there for a long time. When I was little, the pole was still there in the yard. They didn't use it though.
Yeah, because you've got a picture similar to that one.
Yeah, but it's not him.
Yeah.
It's Granddaddy Brandon.
Mhm.
That's Mama's. That's Granny's daddy.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna send that to Ricky and have him
Have him fix it.
make
Yeah,
me
so
a.
we put it up there with the
Yeah.
other ones that we got. Well, Merry Christmas. I'm gonna go in here and put my feet up and I love you guys and I'll let him continue.
She said I'm looking great too. Oh, you mean her?
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I always say it's my fat and sassy self. He's put up with me this long. I guess he'll put up with me a little longer, huh?
It's so damn hard to train another one. All right.
All right, have fun.
Oh, everybody said tell you hey.
Hey, okay. cool.
Everybody did. Excuse me, the scratchy throat. I'm gonna eat my candy cane. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right, where'd everybody go? Let me see. $33. That's cool for us. And this morning at daylight when I got up, it was 68. And that cold front, it rained all day, and that cold front came through, and the temperature just said. It's supposed to be in Pensacola. They call for the 20s tomorrow night, and we usually run 8, 7, 8, maybe even 10 degrees colder than over there because they measure it from in town, you know, where the buildings and all. You get a little bit residual heat there, but excuse me. And we don't have that out here. It's just still pretty much open. No, wait, there's one from Chuck. Eliza Pearl King. Yep. Kings were yeah, my greats or great something of the grandparent. Yep. Aunt Pearl. I actually did know her, met her. Pearl was I think she's my grandfather's mother, yeah. And I got pictures of him and her. She was very, very old in a wheelchair, I think. I got to look through all that stuff. And I had a picture of well, Mama had it. That was actually lost in the house fire years ago when I was a teenager. The Kings, her great grandparents, or her grandparents, great grandparents, the Kings, the old pictures. So that's the right track. That is the family. Yep. Granny Pearl, that's what they called her. That was my grandfather's mother. She didn't actually raise him his entire life, I don't think. There's some kind of story behind that. Excuse me. Let's see. Sorry, Miss Vicky, I got sidetracked. Messages. Oh, that was yesterday. My granddaughter texted me. My granddaughter got her first cell phone for Christmas. Goodness. It's almost got your car covered up. I remember them days back in Colorado, it would do that. My brain is searching. Excuse me, the memory banks. Charles, I believe it was Granny Pearl's funeral we went to. It was back in the woods. The old wooden church, country church. The service wasn't there, but the cemetery was next to that old church. It seems like we had to go way back in the woods, it seemed like. I think that was hers. And I don't remember where it was at. Excuse me. But I remember her and my grandfather's brother, Andrew, I think it was Andrew Jackson Howell, I think was his name. Andrew is what we called him. And I actually fished with him several times after I was married, before he passed away, with him and my grandfather. He lived in Freeport. I bet it will. Bet it will, Stead. I'm looking at it again. You need one of the big long squeegees to push it off there. Let's see. Yep, that's Uncle Andrew right there. That picture, that's him. Overalls and that little hat. He always wore that. Aunt Ruby. Yep, I remember her. And he had a sister, Dolly or Dorothy. We called her Dot. And she married into the Pitts, which Pitts, some of them live right up the road from me here. Some kind of cousins, but I don't know them. He had two other brothers too, Ivan and Wesley, I believe. I believe my mama told me that one of those two, I think it was Ivan, was a moonshiner that made whiskey. Stayed in trouble all the time. So what I heard. Let's see who's that. Cameron, Merry Christmas, Cameron. Oh yeah, now I'm getting confused. I got Let me tell him I'm live on YouTube. And I believe, besides Aunt Dot, Dolly, or was it Dolly or Dorothy? One of the two. But they called her. We all called her Dot. I thought there might have been one more sister, maybe. Yep, you need to bring the beast out. That thing, if it's something push some snow, that'll do it. I like that thing. Miss Vicky gonna go sledding. Hook it to the beast and get him to drag you around the yard. That'd be a good video. Okay, I told Cameron we were live. Maybe he'll come by and join us for a second. Yeah, Uncle Andrew, Charles, he was talking about fisherman. Now, he was a fisherman. Excuse me. Fish always grew big gardens. Pardon me, doggone it. This cough is going to kick in now. Hey, Cameron. I thought he might show up. How are y'all doing? Hadn't heard from you in a while. Yep, we're just on here just chit-chatting away. I got candy stuck in my mouth. Hello, Jim from East Texas. Merry Christmas. Oh, yeah, here Kentucky and Ohio, all up in there, they're getting all kind of snow. Y'all ever get much snow in Arkansas? That's one state I don't know much about. I've been through there once. Just drove through there. Didn't stop anywhere. I think gas station, something like that. I'm about the same way about Texas. I've drove through there several times, but never stopped to do any visit or do anything, or just the major highways. Hey, TJ. That's Alabama. Smile when you say Alabama. That's where my daddy's family's from, is Alabama. Yeah, we're going through a cold spell right now here. Every few years, we'll get a little bitty dusty flurry type looking thing, but Remember it stuck one time, and I remember it very well because I've got pictures of it. It's got a date on it, 1972. We built a snowman that we had so much here. Well, let's see. Well, it's been on over an hour. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and get off of here, and we'll talk again in a few days. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you. I've got a couple more good solid days to go on it, and I think I'll have it for now fixed up just like I want it. Tell you what, that insulation that went in there, you talk about helping. With the AC, it helped a lot. Not cool it pretty quick. And with that, man, with the heat, it was 38 degrees. So we'd done been in the 20s here a couple times. It was 38 degrees in there one morning. I lit the heater. 10 minutes later, or 15 minutes later, it was already in the 60s in there. So really helps a lot. Well, okay, Miss Vicki, we'll stay on a while then. Not really, Russell. I'll take tomorrow off probably, but I don't have any knives to make right now. I'm just trying to get the shop cleaned up and get ready and getting a game plan for next year. As if next year goes anything like this year, it's going to be a rough one around here. Because last year, the beginning of the year took off like gangbusters. I mean, I was busy for the first about 4 months, almost 5 months, and then the you know what hit and everything. I mean, I still sold a few here and there, but I was on track for a record year. But then everything disappeared. Excuse me. I think I sold 6 knives for Christmas this year. Last Christmas, I think I sold 60. And more than that the year before. So, but that's all right. I need time to, just get everything reorganized and get this reorganized. Yep, we'll have 20s and even teens here sometimes, Cameron, and it'll last just a few days and it'll warm back up and then get cold again, warm back up. Well, that's what we're supposed to do, Dylan. I actually built a fire in my burn barrel yesterday and burned up a whole bunch of junk that I drug out of the shop that just absolutely no good. I don't know why I kept it. And then I got, I think, 3 bags went in the garbage can. The odds and ends stuff. I thought I was out of room, was going to need new toolboxes and even another room on the shop, which I still want that one day. But once I got all them boxes cleaned out, I got plenty of room now. Yeah, I could have done something else with that stuff instead of burn it, but I had a couple weeks back. I built a fire in the barrel, safe fire. We got some new outsiders that moved in, and the smoke blew towards our house, so they decided they'd call the fire department. So I went in and built that fire yesterday because the smoke was blowing in their direction, and I want to make sure to share. But the fire chief come out here. See, these outsiders don't realize this neighborhood here. I've known the fire chief here for over 30 years. And the fire chief before him, I've known for just about that long. My fire was not illegal, nothing wrong with it. He came out and looked at it. That was that. Yeah, that's right, Cameron. I'm really, really concerned. I don't want to talk about it much or dwell on it, but I'm really concerned about what's going to happen coming up. But all we can do is wait and see. Tom, cleavers, I use sawmill blades. I got a couple of those big ones, like the great big 24-inch ones. That's what I prefer to use for those, because it's big enough, to get a light duty little cleaver like the chicken chopper cleavers that I make. Those are made out of regular circular saw blades, so they're not so big and heavy. Yeah, there's out here where I'm at, Stead Homer, this is a agricultural zoned area. We can have animals. The lots out here are so big, acreage wise. We can shoot. Excuse me. We can shoot guns. We can do basically anything we want to. Of course, you can't shoot at somebody's house, but and the trouble we have is people moving in from everywhere. Never lived out in an area like this. And all they want to do is call the cops, call the cops, call the cops. And the cops on the firearm thing, you get out in the yard shooting, so many people do it, they'll call. Excuse me. When they before they encrypted the scanner where you can't hear them no more, they won't even respond most of the time. All right, y'all, that's going to do it. I'm going to have to get off here. I'm about to go into one of these COPD cough fits. I can tell right now. So thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Good to see everybody. We'll do another live stream sometime next week. How about that? I'll post on the community thing which day we're going to do it. I'm still learning this thing, YouTube thing, even after all this time. All right. Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. And I'll have a little video of some of the goings on around here today out tomorrow or the next day. And thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support. And I will see y'all later. We got to do the regular video outtake here. Where's that button? Good night, John Boy.